The content in this video are for entertainment purposes only.
All views, characters, situations, and names are fictional and do not represent real-life situations. Everything I'm saying is 100% fake and gay. Viewer discretion is advised.
I got some more jiu-jitsu news to talk about today. Can I see my reflection in my glasses? That's kind of cool. The situation with André Galvão is developing every single day. How do we know this? You might be wondering. Well, it's crazy. It's crazy for someone to give someone a gray belt. You know, you have to be a kid to get a gray belt. That's just crazy, bro. I don't know if I should say the victim's name. I'm gonna choose not to until I'm convinced otherwise. It just doesn't seem like I should. You know, she's famous for other reasons. I'm not gonna make, what? Nah. We're reading, this is a post that the person who was... All right, so I'm just gonna read this.
Within the past 6 months, I was made very uncomfortable on many occasions by André Galvão. He touched me inappropriately during training sessions. All right, I'm
gonna stop right there. That is so demonic, bro. This cannot stand in this community, in this sport, in this hobby, in this thing we got going here. Like, what are we doing? You can't. This isn't the way it's gonna go down. If that's all that was posted, this would be awful. This would be absolutely awful. To touch somebody while you're rolling with them, bro, you're off the island. You're kicked off the club. You're kicked out of the boat. You're out of here, bro. I don't want nothing to do with you, bro. André Galvão, see ya, bro. But there's more. He did this, but there's more. He did this, but there's more. He repeatedly commented on my body and my appearance. During training sessions, he would take me away from the training partner I chose for myself, send my partner to train with someone else, and he would make me train with him. So you're commenting on this young girl's body inappropriately. I mean, but there must have been people around this that must have been enabling this. This young woman would pick her own training partner, and he would say, no, you're gonna train with me today. The gall, the disrespect. He thinks he's... Bro, that's just so nasty. Bro, that just gives me the heebie-jeebies, bro. Like, it just gives me the heebie-jeebies. And sometimes you'll do that for safety reasons, but to know that it was done for this reason, broski.
Like, what? Bro.
He's commenting on her body. He's touching her while they're rolling. And there's more. He made sexual moaning sounds in my ear while he was on top of me. And in another instance, when his head was very close to my head, he licked my ear. Oh, bro, that's SA, bro. That's an unwanted, that's gross. That's grotesque. That's nasty. That's just, bro, that's assault, brother. I mean, touching somebody while you're rolling with them is assault, but licking someone's ear is assault. Like, for real. Like, there's no reason to do that in jiu-jitsu. To lick someone's ear? Bro, you're exposed, dude. You've been exposed, homie.
I reached out to Angelica Galvão, someone I had always looked up to as a second mother and who has known me and mentored me since I was a kid.
Oh, so she reached out to the wife? Bro. Yo, these glasses. Maybe I just have crooked ears, bro. But she reached out to André Galvão's wife. How does that conversation even go? Because she was a mentor, bro. She looked up to her. Oh, man, that means she must have been there for a while, since she was a kid. Yo.
Not only did she do nothing about it, she told me not to say anything and told me that if it's wrong, you have to at least act like it's right. And don't bite the hand that feeds you. She chose to ignore me, silence me, and protect her husband.
Yo, bro. This is a disaster. This is actually a disaster. So she enabled her husband to continue being a predator. This is gonna be... It sounded like she's reading a script. When it sounds like you're reading a script, that means it's happened before. And if it's happened before, in this context, we got problems. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the beginning. There's gonna be more allegations coming out.
But would you feel the same way? But would you still feel this way if it was your daughter? Now she has chosen to discredit me and attempt to cover this up, which in my opinion makes her just as responsible.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. I mean, imagine bringing your kid to a place to learn jiu-jitsu, and then years later, you find out that she was being groomed. That's low-key crazy. That's high-key crazy. That's crash-out territory. That's unfortunate, bro. What this makes me want to do is not tell anybody I do jiu-jitsu. That's what this makes me want to do. Because this is disgusting, bro. It's such a violation of this little contract we got going here.
I grew up training at Atos, and it was André Galvão who promoted me to gray belt as a child.
This is a damn shame, bro. This is such a damn shame.
I'm beyond heartbroken. I once looked up to him, not only as my professor, but as a hero and as a father figure. And to know that he would do this not only to me, but to multiple other people is beyond devastating.
As much as this hurts, I'm doing my part in making this sport a safer place. I refuse to carry shame that doesn't belong to me. I refuse to carry shame that doesn't belong to me. Silence only protects abusers, and I refuse to be silent anymore. I have filed a report with local law enforcement. Yo, it's over. Or actually, it's just begun. I mean, the video's over, but it's just begun. There's going to be a lot more.